Got a velvet ooey today. Ooh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Monday Vibes. I'm your host, Mr. Fresh to Death Pretty Boy Smooth, and today we're going to talk about using your mistakes as feedback. So this is kind of a topic I've touched on and articulated a little bit differently in the episode called Try Again. But since I've been reading this book for the past few months, it's called Mastery from Robert Greene. And I say a few months because I read kind of slow just so I can really digest what I'm reading. Since I've been reading this book, it had me revisiting this topic of trying again and how to view mistakes and things like that. So I just wanted to explore that with you today. So as I've always said, life is very subjective and you can choose the meaning of pretty much anything that goes on. So when we talk about using mistakes as feedback, it's feedback on pretty much ways to not make the same mistake. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just a very simple example would be Thomas Edison. He tried 1,000 different ways to make a light bulb, and he found 1,000 different ways not to make a light bulb until he finally made it. You know what I'm saying? So using that mistake of, creating it the wrong way gave him enough feedback to know what not to try the next time. And eventually, if you keep trying and trying, you're going to get where you want to go. I listened to, I don't know what you call it, a commencement speech. There you go. I listened to a commencement speech that Denzel Washington gave for the University of Pennsylvania. And the analogy he used was, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're eventually going to get a haircut. And that's the same with life. You keep sticking to things, you keep learning from your mistakes and using it as feedback to propel you forward so that you don't make the same mistakes, and eventually you will get what you desire. So that's my quick message for today. Use mistakes as feedback. There you go. This just feels so good on my head, man. Love it. Today for PB's playlist, the song I've chosen is called The Opening Act of Spring from Frank Turner. I was actually on a car ride with one of my fellow wrestlers, and this song came on as I was waking up because I always fall asleep in the car for some reason. And he's a guy that I know has struggled in the past with being more positive and things like that. So when I heard this song, it had like a good feel to it. And I'm like, yo, like, who is this? Who's this Frank Turner guy? Like, I never heard of him. And it just so happens that the title of the album is called Positive Songs for Negative People. By the way, I'm not going to say this wrestler's name because he's actually been doing a lot better, and I'm happy for him. Keep doing your thing, brother. But yeah, it's called The Opening Act of Spring from Frank Turner. Go check it out. So, for today's Monday Vibe mission, I'd like you guys to take a pen and paper and write down some recent mistakes you've made. It doesn't have to be too many, maybe like 2 or 3. And try to write down why you made that mistake, because it gives you a visual representation of the mistake you made while also providing you with the feedback you need so that you don't make the same mistake again. Boom. So yeah, get a pen and paper, write down your mistakes, and learn from it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you guys for watching the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. Subscribe, do what you do. Leave a comment if you want me to get back to you. And I hope you enjoy your Monday. Peace.